Ron Gilbert, of course, the creator of Monkey Island. This is upcoming super funny, awesome hack and slash RPG game. How often do you get to say that in your career? Not often enough. That said, over here we got Glenn, our handsome producer, who's going to be driving for me. Say hi to Glenn.
Hey guys.
Very nice. Now here we are, we started the game. The first thing you'll probably notice is our unique art style. To do this, we're making sort of 2D-esque art and then sticking it onto this 3D world. The end result is something called forced rolling perspective, or the toilet paper roll if you prefer. It's something that looks kind of like a pop-up book or papercraft, and I'm a huge papercraft nerd, so that's right up my alley. At this point, we're going to look for some of the local wildlife to thin out, so you can see Deathspank's basic melee abilities. There we go. This is right at the start of the game, so obviously this is trivial for Deathspank. So he's going to go looking for some greens, some humanoid enemies for him to beat up. Targeting system right there for a circle strike. Now the greens are one of the generic humanoid enemies you're going to be generically killing over the course of your many adventures. Before he goes there, he should probably go to the quick select menu and grab some new abilities. Got a quick select menu so you can really quickly throw on new abilities on Deathspank and turn Deathspank into the kind of hero that you want him to be, fight the way you like to fight. Glenn's grabbed the cleave ability, which lets him hit more than one enemy at once. So he's going to go make some trouble. Break a barrel, because he hates barrels. Barrel killed his father, and now he's getting revenge. Glenn, of course, I mean. Light a fire for fun. Okay, let's teleport forward, good. Alright, now here we are at the town of Plunkmuckle. Plunkmuckle is one of the major quest hubs at the early portion of the game. At this point, Deathspank is on a quest to rescue a gaggle of orphans that were kidnapped by the nefarious Lord Von Prong. Lord Von Prong's the local evil tyrant. You probably noticed some dancing outhouses there. We'll deal with those later. At this point in the adventure, Deathspank's sword has been broken, so he's not very good at adventuring. So Deathspank is going to go talk to Ubrick the Retired. Ubrick the Retired being a former adventurer. Maybe Ubrick can spare his old sword Bessie, or he can fit Deathspank's sword. We'll see what we can come up with. There's Ubrick. This awkward pause comes from
old man. Old man? Is that how you treat your elders? I speak only truth. You are old and a man, but mostly old. Don't give me none of that sass mouth, son. Back in my adventurous days, that kind of talk would earn you a fatal beating.
Adventurous days, you say?
Is adventurous days code for cross-dressing?
You know, adventurous, like rescuing trolls and bludgeoning princesses. I'm a famous adventurer. They call me Ubrick the Retired. Formerly Ubrick the Bitter. Formerly Ubrick the Undefeated. Formerly Ubrick the Bastard of Hill Haven. Formerly Sally the Stable Girl. And formerly Ubrick the Bedwetter.
See you around, aged hero.
Good luck out there, youngster.
Let's teleport forward to Camp Orkawanga. Here we go, Camp Orkawanga. Camp Orkawanga is the home of Sergeant Ork. Sergeant Ork is the elitist cad, which earlier broke Deathspank's sword. You probably noticed an outhouse back there. You're going to figure out the purpose of those really soon. Here we go. Now, Camp Orkawanga is sort of a summer camp for orcs. You'll notice that's orcs with a Q instead of a C, which is totally new and different, and you've never seen anything like it before. At this point, Glenn's using Deathspank's chicken attack to go start some trouble as they viciously peck at his enemies. He's looking for Sergeant Ork so he can revenge aside the earlier breaking of his sword. I believe Sergeant Ork is up and to the left. Let us go there now. Oh, he's picked up a pretty good train en route. Let's see how this works out for him. Glenn likes to cut this bit really close. Oh, I'll bet that's a good sign. Alright, Deathspank's down. But that's okay. We'll see why. There we go. Deathspank is not a game about punishing the player. If you die, you just show up at the last outhouse that Deathspank made a deposit at. Which in theory are all well placed like that, so you can just start adventuring again right away. Now here we are, we're outside the Demon Mines. Demon Mines are where some of those orphans I mentioned earlier have been trapped thanks to some incredibly poor life decisions they made. The entrance is blocked by these demon overseers, so Glenn's going for the chicken distraction from most of it, and then making a run for it. Very nice. Now at this point, Glenn's inside. You probably noticed there was no loading screen at all in the dungeon. There never will be a loading screen in Deathspank. Everything you do is just like you're playing off a cartridge. So we're jumping forward here. We're outside the Haunted Forest. The Haunted Forest is a more dangerous location. We're going to throw on some new armor. Now, armor is one of the sources of stats for all the min-maxers out there that need to try to make Deathspank do exactly what he needs to do. This suit in particular is very good at hurting things with violence, so it should be quite appropriate here. Gonna get into some trouble with these skeletons. A lot of trouble from the looks of it. See if we can get away. He's got a lot of trouble on him right now. There we go. We're heroically teleporting away to prevent another outhouse visit. Now here we are, we're at Castle Von Prong. Let's pull out the camera here so people can get a better look. And then let's equip sleep arrows here so that Deathspank can sort of ninja around. These sleep arrows are heavily medicated arrows that he uses at times when he has to go commando, as it were. Now that we got the camera pulled out, you can see our unique art style again. We've really got that papercraft pop-up book style. And I'm a person, I've made a dwarf tavern out of paper for my D&D games, so trust me, this is right up my alley. We're sneaking along here. We're looking for Lord Von Prong himself, so that we can get some vengeance finally and maybe rescue the last of the orphans. Well, let's teleport. Oh, we're gonna race some chickens first. Let's teleport forward to the next area. Okay, now here we are outside the monastery. Let's find out exactly what sort of monastery we're at, though, by having a little chat with this fellow over here.
Greetings, Guardian Monk. What exactly are you guarding, Monk?
This is the Mother Mary Josephine Teresa, Henrietta Maria Catalina Alexandra, Melina Georgina Patricia Lolita, Almara Ramada Pirana Gonorrhea, Hanna Barbera America Ferrera, Bacteria Cafeteria, etc., etc., Sanctuary for the Wounded.
Sanctuary? Finally, the wounded have a protected habitat to call their own.
We tend to the gravely injured. We don't breed them.
I should get going.
Peace be with you.
Now Deathspank's at the monastery for, shall we say, plot significant reasons, as he's looking for some catacombs below here. Jump there now, I think. There we go. Now the catacombs are full of these undead which need to be re-killed, as well as a large number of treasures that need to get liberated, so we'll quickly liberate one here. Throw it on. Get some new stats to play with. He's also equipped the Cleave 360 from the looks of it. The Cleave 360 is an upgraded version of the earlier Cleaver. Right now he's going to run along. We're looking for a particular room to the south, which is full of lots of enemies that need to be killed, treasures that need to be stolen. Did I say stolen? Picking up a pretty good train here again. Let's see if he makes it in. Here's that room I was looking for. Lightning rod, I think, to attract their attention, and the Cleave 360 to clear up the room. Okay, and we teleport away. We're teleporting away to the Pirate Cove, because every good game should have pirates in it. I think we can all agree on that by now, especially if you've been coming to all of these. We're going to break open some barrels to get some pirate armor. Everybody knows pirates keep their armor in barrels. Let's throw it on real quick. There we go. That looks better with matching sassy parrots. Maybe we'll get Gilbert Godfrey to do the voice, I don't know. That was Captain Taint back there, one of our major quest NPCs for this area. And there's Deathspank's very own pirate ship, which Deathspank will now jump into and sail off for Cliché Island. Cliché Island coincidentally being the end of our demonstration. Say thanks to Glenn, everybody.